Let's talk about letting go. These principles can be applied to several aspects of life, but today I want to specifically talk about letting go of people. The disciples in the Bible were constantly on the move. They traveled from place to place doing God's will. A lot of times, God used them in the lives of people He strategically placed in their path. Same goes for us. God sends people into our lives for a specific reason, but a lot of times we hold on to them longer than He intends for us to. I know this to be true in my life. At a young age, I experienced abandonment, and I've come to realize that holding on to people gave me a sense of control that I longed for since I was a little girl. As I look back on situations in my life, I see how I let my emotions and my fears of hurting people control the decisions that I made. I could think back to a specific time where I was friends with this one person, and I knew the friendship wasn't good for me and it wasn't really serving me or bringing me closer to God, so I knew it was something that I needed to let go. But because of the things that I knew this person went through, I didn't want to be a person that let them go in a time where they needed me. And I didn't want to be a person that abandoned them because I knew that they felt that hurt before. So I held on to them longer than I needed to, and I realized that it wasn't God's will for my life or their life. God has truly opened my eyes, and He has shown me that it's not my job to protect people by holding on to them, because my protection could be the very thing holding them back from the breakthrough He wants to do in their lives. I'm in a season where God is prompting me to let go of people who no longer serve me and who I can no longer serve. And to be honest, it hurts and it's hard and it's confusing. But there is one thing that I know for certain. Not everything that God leads me to do feels good. Sometimes the very thing that hurts the most is the thing that strengthens us and shapes us into people that we never thought we could be. Look at the life of Jesus. His death is the very thing that gives us life. The Bible is full of seasons. God has always been strategic and intentional in His plans for our lives. And into one season is always the beginning of a new one. And what I've learned is not all goodbyes are in vain. Sometimes our goodbyes are the very thing that pushes people into a new season that God is calling them to, a season that will change their lives forever. And if He's leading me to let them go, I'm not abandoning them. I'm trusting Him and His perfect will for their lives. The vulnerability of letting go is a perfect opportunity to grow in faith and trust.